Hi, I'm Lori Zettelmoyer, and welcome to my Mod 7 for AEP 855. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the human resource frame of uh, leadership. So, what is this? It's where we think of the organization more like a family. Everyone has individual needs. We all have our own skills. We have different relationships with one another. There are differing needs that need to be met within the organization. What I thought was interesting about this is that the organizational goals and the human needs need to align in order to be effective. It needs to be dependent on one another. The organization needs the humans, and the humans need the organization. And so we've got to make sure that they're working together. Um, there's a form of open leadership, open participation, decision making. We promote participation of all members. And in this model, the leader is the servant and a catalyst, and they're there to make sure the needs of the people are met, which I thought was an excellent model for a school, because I really think that we're there to meet the needs of other people, not just the teachers that are in the school or the community that's around us, but the students. And the students are people, and they all have their own individual needs. And so it's important for us to figure out how to meet them and treat them like a family. Okay, so this is my hierarchical structure. I have students at the very top. The reason I did that is because I just, in my opinion, they're what's most important in a school. They're why we're all there. They're why we got into teaching, or why we went into administrative leadership in a school. It's to make sure that we are doing what's best for the students. And so they're what has to be the center of our school. They're what we're going to build around. After that, I put teachers, parents, and paras. And the reason I did that is because these are the people who are spending the most time with the students. I think of teachers and parents as kind of the front lines in a school. They're the ones who are working with the students constantly, who are meeting the needs, who are going to see the little things. The principal, he's going to work with the students, of course, but I feel like he's not going to see them nearly as often as the teachers do. And so it's important that they come next in our structure so that we can meet their needs, so they can meet the needs of the students. I put the principal third, and I did that because I felt like he's an important person, of course, to the school, and it's his vision that's going to keep everybody centered. But again, if we're thinking of him as the leader under this structure, he's going to be more of a servant, more of a catalyst. If he can keep the teachers and the parents happy, then the students will be happy, and hopefully the school will have achieved its goal there. Following that, I have the office staff, custodians, maintenance, and cooks, and they are very important to a school, and I cannot begin to tell you how much I appreciate my office staff, my custodians, and the cooks in the school. However, they are not the ones who are spending 6 to 7 hours a day with the students. They're not the ones who are going to notice when a student's needs are not being met. And so they are obviously important to a school. However, I put them lower down on the hierarchy because they're not the ones who are meeting the student needs as often as the teachers. Following that, the community. I think it's important that a school meets a community's needs and that the community works together to support the school. However, there are certainly districts where that doesn't happen, and the district manages to continue. But with the community support, the school will definitely be able to meet its goals, and its students will do much better. Finally, the alumni. I just don't think that they're as important to a school as everything else on here, although obviously they're hopefully going to stay a part of the community, which supports the school and hopefully helps us work together to meet the needs of the student. So again, in my structure, I think that the students are going to be what's most important. They're going to be what our school revolves around. And that's it for this mod. I've really enjoyed working with everybody, and I hope we get to work together again soon. Thank you.